This is it.
Oh, aren't you just so cute? Alright, I am back out on trail. And as you can see from behind me, I am not in Minnesota. I am in Colorado at the Rawah Wilderness. I'm at a loop trail. I'm with a buddy that I worked with years ago and his girlfriend and the dog Baxter. So we are going to do a loop trail that's going to be 4 days and 3 nights. And we are heading up this mountain behind me, and there will be mountain lakes, other mountains. We go further in, you know, it's 3-4 days. So it is beautiful out here today. We kind of had to sit at the trailhead and wait out a little bit of rain, but when we waited out the rain, it turned out to be beautiful. So I will check back in once we get on trail. We have made it to camp. This was a pretty darn strenuous hike. I mean, with the thin air, I think we did about 7 miles, and it was a hard 7. It was straight up the entire time. It was extremely strenuous, but we made it, and I'm kind of just relaxing in the tent. Sam and Dan are the 2 people I'm with. They're down at the creek getting some water, so we've all just really kind of relaxing once we got to camp. It was such a hard, strenuous day. Even the dog went to sleep for a while. So a little bit here, we're gonna make dinner and get some food, but look at the view out my tent. Beautiful. And then on that side we got just gorgeous. So great spot we found. So check back in later. All right, late check-in. It's day 2. I didn't realize I didn't really do any video last night. I mean, it rained for about 2 hours before we went to bed, and then at like 9 o'clock when you go to bed is when it stopped raining. So wasn't much video to be had last night. But we are up. We've had breakfast. We're kind of drying out the tarps or our rain flies because everything got pretty wet last night. Like I said, it poured for about 2 hours, but I mean, look at, it's a beautiful day out here now. Just gorgeous, except for the mosquitoes. There's actually a good amount of mosquitoes out today. But we're gonna hang out at camp, and there goes my rain fly. But we're gonna hang out at camp a little bit longer, get things dried out. We only have like 3-4 miles we're doing today to the next campsite. So very relaxed day after yesterday being as strenuous as it was. That was extremely hard yesterday, but all the hard stuff's out the way. So check in a little bit. That's a beautiful backdrop. All right, we have come to a halt. This right here is Camp Lake, and we were trying to get past it up the hill to Grassy Pass or to Upper Camp Lake. It's so boggy and wet, and there's knee-deep water, and it's freezing cold water, so we're calling it. We're not doing that. We are gonna explore around here behind us for a little bit and see if we can't just find a spot to set up camp. We got such a beautiful backdrop behind us. You gotta find something. All right, I will show camp here. We have set up camp. They got their humble abode set up right next to my humble abode. We've been just hanging out. They've been sitting in some hammocks I got set up right there. I've been sitting in my tent, kind of watching a movie. So very relaxing day out here. It's like 85 degrees, so it's nice. It's beautiful. But as you can see, right over there, those clouds are coming towards us. They don't necessarily look like rain clouds yet, but definitely some cloud cover coming. Just been a beautiful day though. All right, you see the bug net, you know what time it is. The bugs out here are equally as thick, the mosquitoes equally as thick as Minnesota on this trip. So anybody who says the Colorado mosquitoes are not as bad as Minnesota, I beg to differ. But we were at camp, we've got this little tiny little fire going so that we can just have some smoke to keep the bugs at bay a little bit. But still a beautiful day. But we're kind of look behind me here. We're wondering if we might get a little precipitation right there. But if we do, it's going to be 10-15 minutes. You can see the end of it. So we'll find out. It's about 8:30 at night, and it started to rain, so whatever. We were gonna get in our tents by like 9 o'clock anyway, so beautiful day all day with the mountains as the backdrop while I relax in my tent all day, just beautiful. So I'm gonna wrap this up for day 2. Check back in tomorrow, day 3. Alright, I am up. Beautiful night of sleep, and I came out here to the lake this morning hoping to maybe see a moose feeding down by the lake here, but no such luck. I will be shocked if we go this whole trip and I don't see a moose. There has been so many signs of, you haven't seen any signs of really any other animals out here, but just moose. Tons and tons of signs of moose. So I'm gonna head back to camp, get some breakfast. I think Dan and Sam are up, so I think we're gonna make some breakfast, and I think we're heading back out the trail towards where we came in, because where we were supposed to go was up over Grassy Pass right there.
And everything, you gotta take this path going down around the lake. And right where I'm standing now is pretty much as far as you can get, and it starts to get to be knee-deep water. So we decided we're not doing that. And Grassy Pass, we heard from some rangers at the beginning, is very snowy. So we're not planning on post-holing today. Nobody wants to do that. So we're gonna turn around, head back, and hit one of the beautiful campsites that we saw on the way up, and stay there for tonight, and then head out in the morning. Check back in a little bit. There's my moose. I told you I'd be surprised if I didn't see one. Beautiful. So here's camp. Beautiful spot. We got the river right down there behind you. You can't really see it, but it's down the little gorge. So we got that white noise of the river for the night and a gorgeous mountain behind us. Not bad at all. All right, we're at camp and I'm eating my spam. But beautiful night, beautiful night. Look at that backdrop. So Dan and Sam just went down to go get some water. The wildlife here has been crazy. A marmot just came up into camp not too long ago. You saw it on video. I saw a moose this morning. I saw 2 gray wolves yesterday. I don't know if they're gray wolves, but they're wolves and they were gray and they had big poopy gray tails and they were huge. And seen a bald eagle yesterday. Of course, I see those all the time in Minnesota, but
like I said, the wildlife is just, I'm catching it all. I saw some trout down in the river when we went down the river to fill up water last. Big trout just went right past me as I was looking into the water. I was like, whoa, there he went. So definitely been cool with the views and with the wildlife. So. All right, day 4 has begun. The trip is at its end. We have a short little 2 mile out in the morning here, and then we're gonna go get some greasy burgers at a restaurant in the mountains here. So not much more video to be had. This may wrap it up. If I see something cool, I will show it on the way out. But if we don't see anything cool, this will be the last of it. So catch me on that next one.